all get here? Oh, fascinating. Ah, oh, I love your hat. You know. Oh, hello. I was just trying to remember what all this stuff was from. You see, everything in here is from old shows. I bet you didn't know that, well, before the acts that you see on stage now, there were all kinds of other performances that came before. There's a long history here. Ah, I see you're taking notes. Very good. Oh, is that one of those magical hat spells, or is it just regular poison? Oh, I see yellow. That's you. Oh, very fancy. You see, back in my day, it didn't used to come in cans. They would just, throw us a whole piece of meat. It wasn't manufactured, but this is still pretty tasty. I see why they sing a song about it. They're kind of the next generation of me, I suppose. Those little cats that go on the stage, but there used to be way more cats on the stage than there are now. This was from a show where it was a beach party, and I was dancing around and throwing a ball like that one, and yes, I do remember it now. I don't know why they would have a water-themed show for a cat. It doesn't really make any sense. Maybe it was supposed to be ironic, but back in those days, they never did anything for irony's sake. Maybe we were just ahead of our time, But it's funny that you come here with that flamingo on your head, because, yes, you see these around a lot, don't you? Yes, it matches mine. Yes, I find them quite stylish, but I love all of your hats. Very good choices. Yes, these flamingos, they're all over the place, but I bet most of you don't know that they're so popular because of me. I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but, well, this kind of was my idea. You see, I had this show, the beach party show, and they had all these inflatable tubes for floating in the ocean. Not that I actually went into a real ocean, as you can see. Water is made out of cardboard. But I suggested, why not make the floaties look a little bit more fun? They used to be just those orange ones, like the kind you see on a boat, and it's not very, theatrical at all. Yes, just like that. It just looks like you're going to save somebody's life and not put on a show. I mean, those are nice too, but I thought, hey, why not make one that looks like a flamingo? They are my favorite animals. If I were not a cat, I would want to be a flamingo. They're just so graceful, and I do love the color pink. And, yes. So beautiful. And they made it. And it was so popular, the show, that it was given out as promotional merchandise for my show. Everyone knew when they saw this flamingo, it reminded them of, oh, it's the Cat Beach Party show. It was the Beach Paw, P-A-W-T show. Yes. And I'm trying to remember if there was a song. I can't remember it. Maybe I'll remember it later. But I knew I was dancing around. But yes, anyway, these flamingos that you see everywhere, they're still around. They're still very popular. And nobody knows they're because of me. But that's all right. I just like to see them. And this suitcase looks very familiar, too. I think this was also mine, but I can't remember what is in it. I can't seem to open it. I don't know if it's locked, because I don't see a spot for a key or a code or anything like that, but perhaps it's rusted shut from ages of disuse, or you know, being around all this water might be good for it. Oh, that's a clever idea. Let's see if we can crack it like that. But I don't even know how many years it's been. Time is so confusing. Look at all these boxes and crates. I know my show's had a lot of sets and props, but this can't all be mine. There are lots of other acts that did a lot of shows before in the olden days that are now retired. And this is where they store everything. I wonder what's in all of them. Maybe someday I'll go through them all, but I don't want to make a mess. More of a mess than it already is in here. It wasn't always like this down here, you know. These pools, they used to be full of water, and there would be parties all the time. They would actually be used for their intended purpose as a pool. I mean, I wouldn't go in it, of course, because, you know, the thing about cats in water. But everyone else would, and I would love to watch them splash around and have fun, and, well, it was such a delight back then, and now it's just, oh, it's kind of sad, but there's still a little water down there. I wonder if it would be possible to fill up this pool again someday. And there used to be a lifeguard that would sit up there. I wonder what happened to her. What was back here? I think this. Yes. Oh my goodness. This wall was from something. There was another show I did. There was a whole house. It was kind of like a Victorian manor. And I would be like some kind of, gosh, I can't remember it right now, but maybe it was something Shakespearean. Yes. But this is just one piece of many. I don't know why they don't use this set anymore. It looks perfect condition. Maybe they lost the other pieces or something. But it's just not, it seems so much more interesting than some of the sets they use on the stage now. Oh yes! This dress! I used to wear this dress all the time. It was my absolute favorite. Of course, it would not fit me anymore. I'm far, shall we say, fluffier than I was back then, but I used to twirl around in it and, do all kinds of dance moves that I am too frail to do anymore. And this, I don't remember who wore this. I had a lot of co-stars, and to be frank, none of them were quite memorable, but I'm sure whoever he was, he did a great job. And oh, that axe. Yes, that was from a very weird show that didn't last very long. Hey, be nice. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you, I appreciate that. But anyway, that axe was from some show where I was playing a lumberjack. Very, not my usual typecasting. I was playing some kind of a lumberjack, and I was cutting down trees, and didn't go very well. I mean, I like trees. I want them to stay alive. So that didn't last very long. But this, oh my goodness, this. Oh, if only these light bulbs weren't burnt out, it would be so beautiful to see this glowing again. You see, every performer dreams of having their name in lights, and well, it finally happened for me. Well, sort of. Oh, I love that you illuminate. It's almost like it was back then, especially with the light bulbs. Well, not as strong as they are now. But yes, you're bringing me back. All right, and you have brought a giant music stand. That makes so much sense. Okay. Oh, let me tell you, I never learned how to read music, so I never used that. I tried, but it's not my skill. I like, you know, just being on the stage and not having anything between me and the audience. But yes, my name in lights, you see, yes, did not know how to play anything like this. That's a piano, but it's like, That isn't like any piano I've seen before. That's fascinating. Okay, my friend, do you just love hitting people with giant things? Is that what you think is fun? Well, you know, everybody has their own tastes, but I think it might behoove you to learn some other ways to entertain yourself that don't involve injuring others. Anyway, back to this. You see, the MC, you know him? Yes, he's still running the show. He said that it would be too confusing to spell my name the way that it is actually spelled, with a K, because the word cat starts with a C, and I wanted to make sure that everybody understood that. But, you know, when it's flipped over like this, it just looks like a nice little, I don't know, rainbow or something. And so I still, you know, I can still pose in front of it. But yeah, so I never like dumbing things down for the audience. I like trusting and believing that you are all very smart and you can get it, and you're not going to not realize that I'm a cat just because my name is Cat with a K and not with a C. That, whatever, I suppose everybody has a stage name when you're famous enough. And, oh, this mirror, this was mine too. I'd have it in the dressing room backstage, and I actually requested it because it's bigger than all the other ones. I just love admiring myself in the glowing light of the light bulbs, and, you know, fluffing up my whiskers and admiring my stripes. Sometimes I would put a little bit of makeup on my stripes to make them, you know, show up more in the stage lights. But yes, I love that. And then, oh, this thing. You know, I would always joke about how this is my biggest fan. Such a cheesy joke, but this is just such a comically, absurdly large piece of equipment. I can't not make a joke about it, and nobody ever got sick of this joke. But yes, it's so old, it's rusted, it doesn't work anymore. Believe me, I've tried. Because I really miss the feeling of my fur blowing in the wind. It makes it feel so glamorous, it really did. I don't know what was over here. What else? Oh, there's a suitcase that's open. Could that be mine? Let's see what's in it. What is in it? Oh. It looks like it's empty, but there's some onions kind of behind it. Okay, that's definitely not mine. You know, cats and onions don't really go well together. Yes, but I know everyone else loves them. I wish I could get what all the hype is about with onions, but... Oh yes, so there's the axe from that terrible lumberjack show, and... Oh, those! Yes, I remember that. So... they tried to teach me to play a lot of different instruments, and I was hopeless at them, and, well, those maracas were the only thing I could do, because you just, you know, shake it, and you can't really go wrong. That, and, oh, these boots! Yes, I remember these boots! Wait, is this size? Let me see. Oh, it fits! It's my size! Look at that! These were mine! I wore these in yet another bizarre water-themed show for a cat. It was about dancing in the rain. Oh. And I haven't seen one of those before, but I've definitely seen this guitar. They tried to teach me how to play it, but once again, I am hopeless when it comes to music, so I think they sometimes just... Oh, wow. That is fancy. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Maybe... Do you think it's easier to play when it's, you know, got things that you can plug in and such? I don't know. They had me pose with this guitar and pretend to play it, even though they were the actual musicians running around backstage and making the... Oh. Well, that looks good. Ah. Grapes. Thank you. What a nice treat. I can't remember the last time I had grapes. Thank you. Oh, yes, this! The microphone. You would think it's too short for me, but I actually had them do it on purpose because I like carrying it around the stage, you know, being dynamic. It's so much more fun that way, because if it's, you know, if you just have the microphone on a stand and you just stand behind it, no matter how good of a singer you are, it's a less interesting show. then when you can dance around, and maybe, you know, use all of the fanfare to distract from the fact that you may not have the best singing voice of all the stage acts, but no one cared. No one cared because it was just, oh, what is it, the term that you young folks use today? It was a vibe! That's it. I learned that from, that little cat. What's her name? I can't remember. Well, let's see, what else? Oh, did I tell you about the flamingos? You know, those were my idea. Nobody ever remembers that, but they really were. And I wonder if I can squeeze through here. I used to be much less fluffy than I am now. People used to say, she looks like a kitten even though she's fully grown. Not the case anymore, but let's see if I can just squeeze right in here.